Hey folks, welcome in. Here in Las Vegas, Metro unit just passed by there. We're outside Bootleggers right now. I'm gonna wait for a few seconds, wait for folks to come on in. You're on the VegasDon channel here on YouTube. We do all things Vegas here on the VegasDon channel, so please like and subscribe, you guys. Also, please follow us on Instagram, VegasDon4747. We do a lot of Vegas-related stuff that is not here on YouTube. Definitely check that out. It's totally dark here. Darkness actually came about an hour ago. Mike, welcome, brother. Thank you for being here. Right on. Thank you for being here, brother. Good to see you. Let's see if we can get some more subs for you tonight. I know last week I really tried and they just weren't biting for whatever reason, but you know, seasons change, people change, and all that. Obi-Wan, welcome in. How are you, brother? Good to see you. Yeah, we do all things Vegas. Mark, welcome. Thank you for being here, buddy. And thank you for your comments. I love reading your comments too. That's good stuff. I love seeing your guys' thoughts. Paula, welcome in. Thank you for being here. So good to see you guys. As you know, we do these every Saturday. Try to do them every Saturday, as well as every on an ad hoc basis whenever we can throughout the week. And I'm very grateful to see all of you here. UAP, unidentified aerial phenomenon? I'm not sure. There's airplanes. I mean, we're on the approach here for runway 1 right here into Las Vegas International. I think you may have seen a plane come in. This is Las Vegas Boulevard right here in front of us. We'll go ahead and get going here. The rain has finally stopped. It was raining probably a good 11 hours today. It started early this morning and it just did not relent. It kept coming. And we've got more in the forecast for this evening, but at least for right now we're in a dry spell. So that's good. And it's especially good because my windshield wipers are absolute garbage. They work, it's just they're so loud. And it's one of the things about living here in Vegas. When you, here's that Metro unit. I don't know what he's doing. He was cruising that parking lot we were in there at Bootlegger. They always make me nervous when they do stuff like that. Yeah, so they're really, really loud, my windshield wipers. I mean, they work great. It's just, yeah, they're super loud. So I'm glad that it has not continued to rain, at least not yet. The rain is moving from south to north, and probably get a lot of this during the drive. Water being kicked up. Mandalay Bay up here, by the way. They've got a red, white, and blue rotating light sequence going right there on the sides of their building for so long. In fact, I think it's probably been since the beginning of time. Japan, no, we're in Las Vegas. We're in chilly Las Vegas. The car reads 59 degrees Fahrenheit right now. Joseph, welcome in, brother. Good to see you, man. Yeah, it's a chilly 59 degrees here. The winds, it's actually picked up a little bit, yeah. So the winds are pushing it quite nicely, and that's adding a little wind chill to it as well. Manor Suites up there on the right. That's daily, monthly, weekly rentals, of course. 37 of you here. Thank you guys so much. Please like and subscribe. We do all things Vegas here on the VegasDon channel. And a huge shout out to all of my mods and my regulars. Thank you guys so very, very much for being here. Very grateful to all of you. Uh-oh. Now it's starting to come down a little bit. Did we catch up to it? The very southern tip of it. So you can see, it looks like that's actually pretty cool. Right above the strip on the right-hand side up here, Starboy, welcome in. It's like, it's red. Whatever's on the ground is reflecting in the clouds above. You could see it on the right up there. If you can change America to look like Japan, okay. Sure. But just keep our football. We have to make sure we keep football. Cannot lose our college and pro football. Did you guys see that game earlier with the, was it Texas A&M and South Carolina? Not only did South Carolina just completely collapse, but the cop, the state trooper there for the Texas state trooper, he like scolded the players, like they inadvertently bumped into him, right? I mean, it's something that happens to all of us every day, wherever we go, right? They inadvertently bumped into him. Oh, it's the sphere that's doing it. That is pretty cool, you guys. You see, I think you could see it in the video on the right up there ahead. The clouds are like red and stuff. I think it's the lights from the sphere. I've never noticed that before. DJ Caleb, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Try and keep the wiper use to a minimum here because of the noise that they generate there. Nice. So we won. Yeah. So the state trooper like turned around and like scolded him or something. Like, was he gonna arrest him or something? I mean, like he's walking the opposite direction. They're all walking out into the field. He's walking back up into the tunnel, and so he walks into two of them and he turns around and scolds them. I'm like, what are they supposed to do? Bow at your feet and, you know, wait for you to pass? I don't know what. It's something we all go through every day. You go to the grocery store, people bump into you. You go to the airport, people bump into you. It's just, you know, you don't assume it's malicious. But I guess he took it the wrong way or something. So yeah, Mandalay Bay there, it's got the red, white, and blue going for so long. In fact, probably since its inception, it was always gold, right? And now it's red, white, and blue. Yeah, Obi-Wan, it was wild. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, you usually don't see things like that in any level of sport. Look at this. This is a good time to come out here to get your picture at the Fabulous Las Vegas sign. Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas. And there's actually a few people out here braving the raindrops to get their selfie out here. Holiday. Oh, okay. That's cool. Mockle-mizer, I still don't know what that is. You mentioned that the other night. Pinball Hall of Fame over there off to the right. Again, apologies for the wipers. I went to 2 different AutoZones today to try and get wipers. Neither one of them had them. And then I went to the dealership because I figured they would have them. But of course, the service departments are closed on Saturday, so 3 attempts, swung and missed on all of them. Rio, yeah, Rio has like it. Rio kind of looks the same too, like that, with the different lights and stuff like that. I wonder if they're trying to. What is a Mockle-mizer? I forgot to Google it. I need to check it out and see what that's about. Oh, I can't do landscape right now. Once it starts, I'm stuck in portrait, unfortunately. So apologies for that, you guys. My camera's been really messy with me. Sometimes it'll go into horizontal. Other times it won't, and it's a setting that you have to do right before you go live, and for some reason it wouldn't let me do it. It was like grayed out, the option to go horizontal. It was grayed out, and I don't know why, and it's been doing that for a while now. So apologies for that. WrestleMania 42, very cool, nice. Yeah, this is a nice time of year because the temperature is not terrible. It's still not, you know, brutally cold yet. Car reads 61 now. We're on the Las Vegas Strip, Superior, heading northbound on the world famous Las Vegas Strip. and Mandalay Bay over here on the left, as well as Luxor, which has gotten, sometimes I see some different colors on their lights as well, going up each of the four corners on the Luxor over there. That's a good point. Yeah, Monday night will be wild. Room, yeah, because the cheapest ticket they said was like $600 and something. Now, granted, they don't play all that often. See, there it is. There's red. It was white a minute ago. Now they're changing it to red on the Luxor. That's pretty cool. And yeah, so the effect of the sphere on the clouds above it here on the right gets larger. That's pretty cool. That's red. It's giving off a lot of red there. Shorts weather, yeah. Yeah, we had, so yeah, $600 and something for the Raiders and Cowboys. They do. They really travel well. Yep. And especially here. I'm sure when we do our live stream down here on Fremont later on this evening, it will be packed with Cowboy fans. It was like that for the Titans game. They had a lot of Titans fans here. But it's usually like that for almost every home game now. But certainly the Cowboys, they travel well. Plus, the Cowboys don't come here very often. They'll come here once every 8 years. But now with the new schedule, it depends, because the AFC plays an extra game in the NFC and vice versa every other year. Angry Otter, welcome. Very cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Angry Otter. And also, guys, please check out VegasFromMike, Vids from Mike, here on YouTube. Does sensational sunrise and sunset drone videos here in Vegas, including time-lapse weather videos, etc. Other features. $10. I know. That's wild. That's him right there. Vids from Mike. So please throw him a like and subscribe, you guys. Yeah, I saw, what was it, Myles Garrett? I wonder if the owner came to Myles Garrett and told him, hey, one of the defensive ends for the Browns told him, hey, I need you to sell more tickets, man. Get out there and tell people that there's hope for us, right? They're, what, 2-7? He's like, we can still finish out and make the playoffs. Sure you can, pal. Yeah, $10. Goodness. Yeah, and that's the other crazy thing, right? About Monday night here with the Raiders and the Cowboys. Both teams are, I mean, their records, they're both under 500. Raiders are what, 2-7, right? And the Cowboys, I think, are 3-5-1. Ahmed, welcome. Thank you for being here. Michigan in the house. Very cool. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, that's just crazy. $600 and something. And then they were saying in the paper, they said that, yeah, the week after, or the next home game after that, it's supposed to be down, you know, like, what was it? Is it the Browns that come here or something? And I think they said it was down in the 200s for the Browns. Why? Colts, yeah, they're having a great season. Saw the Patriots, they got up to their 9th win. I made that pick the other night, but I missed on the point spread. I did not think they would cover there at home against the Jets. I came close to being right about that, but no cigar. Yeah, I know, $50. They're not any good. And you got Pete Carroll, and there were a lot of articles in the paper this week about Pete Carroll and his coaching style, and how he goes for broke instead of trying to help develop the younger players, like going for 2 there at the end, what would be the end of almost overtime, and settling for the tie instead of going for 2 and not making it and then chalking up a loss. Not doing the conservative thing. There's the Excalibur there on this rainy Saturday here in Las Vegas. The rain has abated for a moment. Let's see, I've got a Cybertruck in front of me. I want SUVs all around. Let's see if I can get over here. This looks like an electric Volkswagen here. But yeah, there is the Excalibur, where again, there is no valet. There's no bellhop. Yeah, you're just out of luck. And everything is just crazy expensive. Christopher Brooks, welcome in. Tobin, welcome in, brother. Good to see you. Guys, also please check out Tobin's channel. Tobin does some amazing work up there in the Pacific Northwest. Some stuff that I know I would not ordinarily get to see. Beautiful scenery up there in the Pacific Northwest. PNW. Pacific Northwest. And also, brother Tony. I gotta remember Tony. Amanda, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Yeah, brother Tony, he was my beautiful wife and I, Cinnamon and Jupiter. Also, please check out her channel, you guys. Throw her a like and subscribe. She and I were watching Tony at like midnight on, what was that, Thursday night here? Or Wednesday night? Something like that. And he had a storm approaching. Thing looked like a hurricane coming at him. It was really wild. And he's down there in outside of Brisbane, Australia. So Tony Down Under, please check out Tony as well. Tony is a really, really great guy. Loves concerts. It stopped raining. Thank you for coming in, Michael. Haven't seen you in the lives for a while. Thank you for stopping in, my friend. And there is the largest bronze statue in the Western Hemisphere, that right there in front of MGM Grand. Bronze, and I think they said there's like gold touches or something on there. I don't know. They probably don't want to put it out there because they figure everyone will be up there chipping away at it or something. So they're like, oh yeah, it's just bronze. This is, yeah, I mean, this is surprising. Well, you know what? The rain, so again, like 5, 6 a.m. this morning it started, I think. The rain did. And a lot of these people have not been able to get out and walk around. I didn't see much flooding. It's just been steady. It hasn't been a heavy rain. I even drove down Cabana over there on the east side of town, because that almost always gets flooded. But I didn't see any flooding over there. The one place that I didn't go was up here at Charleston and the interstate. But they redesigned that interchange there, Michael, a while back, so I don't think it floods anymore. Linda, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Guys, please like and subscribe. We do all things Vegas here on the VegasDon channel. You are watching the Las Vegas Strip here on this Saturday night, approaching 6 p.m. local time in the Pacific time zone. The Statue of Liberty over there, or at least part of her. The pedestrian crosswalk bridge here. But there is New York, New York on the other side over there, made to resemble the Manhattan skyline. It'll be interesting to see. So I know tonight is going to be a little bit different down on Fremont. They're doing a salute to service for the troops. Veterans Day was this past Tuesday here in the U.S. So the schedule just says salute to service from 7 to 10. There at the First Street stage next to Whiskey Liquor. So we'll see what happens. See what they've got going on there. This has been a really long light. Finally turned green. And it'll be different, so that's good. Switch it up once in a while, right? 61 of you, thank you guys so very, very much. Love having you here. Yeah, the Knights are playing tonight, but they're playing in St. Louis, so they're not here, which means no police presence down here at this intersection, which is usually the case. And there she is, right there, in front of the New York skyline. And I'm in the intersection. Oh boy. Well, Cybertruck got behind me, so he's blocking instead of me now. So the pedestrian crosswalk, so the rain, still a little bit of a drizzle out there. How was the quality of the video? I did that airplane mode thing before I went live. Want to make sure we're doing well there in that regard. MGM Grand over here, they just completed their remodel, I read this week too. So all of their rooms are supposed to have supposed to be updated, and they were doing like what, 70s theme or something like that. Good, excellent. Thank you, Obi-Wan. Especially up here when we get near Harmon, it almost always gets choppy up here and buffers near Harmon. But yeah, traffic. I don't know what's. Oh no, is it because of? You guys know what next weekend is, right? Formula One. F1 comes to town. So we'll have to improvise our Las Vegas Strip live drive next Saturday night, since the Strip will be closed. I'm wondering if they have it down to like 1 or 2 lanes up here. There's a Zooks over there. Seeing so many more of those here in this In-N-Out. Yeah, I love In-N-Out. I know some people, I mean, I've talked to some people who said that it's terrible and they can't stand it. I didn't know it until I moved out here from the East Coast, and coming out here, it's like, wow, this is really good. Like, the onions are real crunchy, the tomatoes, you can tell they're fresh. And the beef is really, really good. Every November, Hardy Harmonica, and welcome in, brother. Every November, yeah. So this year it's the weekend before Thanksgiving here in the U.S. Thanksgiving is usually like the fourth Thursday of November, something like that. So yeah, this weekend, or this year, correction, it is before. The week before Thanksgiving here. There is New York right there. Chrysler Building, Empire State. And the roller coaster, which probably isn't doing so much business today with all the rain we've seen here. Hershey's. Chocolate World. And you have M&M World over here on the other side, on the right side. And let's see, not sure what's going on. I don't know if it's an accident or they're doing F1 stuff. I see the Deuce still up there, and the Deuce is crawling along. Tony Breslin, welcome in. The coldest, wow, that's wild. Coca-Cola bottle there, next to M&M World. Okay, so yeah, they're reducing lanes over there. They're reducing lanes up ahead. And I'm sure this has all got to be Formula One stuff. And they've been preparing for this for like the last 2 months, pretty much. And they built the temporary bridge that they say they want to make permanent. Huh, that's interesting, Taylor. You think that's because of the weather? Tokyo, welcome in. Thank you, Amanda. Awesome. Thank you so much. No sugar tonight. And I don't have any surprises stored in store or anything like that. No, they're not scheduled for tonight. Tokyo in the house. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Love our international community here. Shannon, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Love having you guys. I hope you're staying dry today, Shannon. It is it's been wild all day. I think it started again like 6 a.m. For those of you just joining. It started raining here at like 5, 6 a.m. this morning, and it's been nonstop. They said all week there was like 100% chance on Saturday, and they nailed that one. One of the few times they got the weather right. But then I also posted this week. So there's a very light drizzle right now, Lewis. Very, very light drizzle. And there's still some more to the south. It's moving from the south to the north. There's still some more to the south of us, but it's not this big clump that we had. Oh, Shannon, thank you so very, very much. We love you. Thank you so much for the super chat. It really helps out with gas and parking especially. Thank you so very, very much. You're awesome, Shannon. And again, I hope you're staying dry out there, Shannon. It is I saw a lot of accidents out there today too. Thank you, Shannon. The pirate show. So first someone said on social media the pirate show would be back. Then they, I guess Treasure Island came out and said that they nixed that idea. They said, nope, that's not going to happen. I know, right, Shannon? Yes. I mean, it's nice that it's going to be a little bit cooler, but I posted on Instagram earlier the weather, the upcoming weather for the next 7 days here, and there's rain forecasts, some element of rain forecasts every day for the next 7 days, which is going to be really interesting with Formula One if it lasts that long. So how are they going to race in the rain? But we'll see if it actually rains that next Saturday night there. Is Tony here? Tony from Down Under? Polly Walnuts, welcome in. He's my favorite character on Sopranos, by the way. I always love Polly. Some of the stuff he said was just... It was awesome. Some of the stuff that came out of his mouth. Polly Walnuts. He passed away not too long ago, too, I think. Oh, yeah, definitely, Poe. And welcome in, Poe. Yeah, it definitely needs the rain, yeah. It's been a little while. I think, what was it, August was the last time? Oh, he's not here, okay. But Tony Breslin, thank you for joining. He is from Ireland, and I know it is late over there. I think it's 2 a.m. over there, if my guess is right. 2 or 3 a.m. And they're advertising Universal Horror Unleashed over at Area 15 as well. Right here in front of us. They do keep you entertained at all these red lights. So many LED screens all over the place. Yeah, so like Amanda said, again, we'll do the Fremont live stream here after we do the Las Vegas Strip live drive. And we will take in the salute to service that they're doing tonight. If, I'm not sure, last year they had Gary Sinise here. Gary Sinise, of course, the actor. He was Lieutenant Dan in the movie Forrest Gump. That's a very good question, Mark, and I was just mentioning that not too long ago. But yeah, I'm gonna see. I'm sure they're gonna have most of this closed down, so I will have to figure out a way around it. And I'll try and get as close to it as I can. The strip, that is. I don't know if Dean Martin might be open, and Frank Sinatra Drive might be open as well. Oh, Joseph. Actually, usually it's the casino. In fact, it's almost always. I think is it Planet Hollywood? Shannon, isn't it usually Planet Hollywood that leaks? Yeah, I have. Oh, that's going to be fun to see those on social media. All those different videos of everything leaking. We've got, sounds like a cop somewhere, but I don't see him. Yeah, Gary Sinise. He was also in, what was it, CSI New York, additionally. But he's been in a ton of stuff. But he's really, really big with helping out. Yeah, cool. Thank you, Shannon. He's really, really big with helping out the troops and doing a lot of stuff for veterans and stuff like that. So that's kind of a thing for him, which is really cool. And so, yeah, he has a band, and he was here last year with his band, and they performed. Yeah, Planet Hollywood always leaks. Oh, and then the garage there at Link, right? The parking garage. They almost always have to close that down. A GTA 6 trailer. Living in Vegas, driving in Vegas is a lot like GTA. Boulevard Hotel right there, Hilton Grand Vacations. Who comes the closest to Dean Martin or Frank Sinatra these days? Well, Dean Martin's on the west side of the interstate, and Frank Sinatra's on the east side. So Frank Sinatra's closest to the Strip, and both of them parallel Interstate 15 there through town. Kevin Nid, welcome in. Kevin Nid, a huge Dodgers fan. He has been following them all year. And also, I want to mention, he's not here. I was hoping he would join, but Uncle Cliff, many of you may know Uncle Cliff. Really cool dude. He's in, I think he's in Pennsylvania. Yeah, I think he said he was in rural Pennsylvania, eastern Pennsylvania over there. Oz, welcome. Yeah. It's not a bad place to be stuck in traffic, right in here. There's a lot to look at and see. Oh, on stage. Oh, no. I'm sorry. No, I thought you meant the streets. Yeah, there's Dean Martin Drive and Frank Sinatra Drive. But yeah, that's what I thought you were referencing. My bad. Yeah, so Uncle Cliff, he's on something called whatnot.com. And I guess it's app only. Like, they have a website, a landing page pretty much. But it's all pretty much on their app. So the light in the sky, that is going to be the sphere. It's cool how it's like bouncing off the clouds. The clouds have been pretty low all day. Exactly. Real rain for a change. And I still don't know why they, so we're down, people are merging over there on this, so now they're down to 3. Okay, and then they're moving into 2. Oh, they will be. Yeah, Joseph. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how close I'll be able to get. Paradise, I can't even go down Paradise either, because that's probably going to be closed off, I'm sure. Zooks got over. Oh, look at that. Okay, so they're funneling us over to the other side of the strip, it looks like, in the southbound lanes. Yeah, Shannon, and Cinnamon, she's growing pumpkins in the backyard, and they're gonna love this too. All this rain. We only get the water 1 day a week here right now in the valley until I think it's February 1st, right, Shannon? Something like that. 1 day a week because of the water restrictions. It's year round. You can do 6 days a week during the summer, 3 days a week during the fall and spring, and then 1 day a week during the winter. But yeah, so looks like they have 2 lanes going up here, but wow. Yeah, pumpkins. She planted them back in like August and wanted to have them in time for Halloween, but they were taking forever. Yes, it is the lights from the sphere. It's really cool to see because we don't get clouds here very often, so when we do, we notice these things. Like the Luxor light, of course, bounces off the clouds. The one that points straight up, almost into space. No, Taylor, my bad. You can water your lawn 1 day a week, I mean. So if you have anything you're trying to grow outside, unless you hand water it, that's the exclusion. You can hand water. But if you have like automated sprinklers and stuff like that, yeah, it's 1 day a week right now. No, Taylor. A lot of perfumes. No, it's not that bad. So, yeah, it's still 2 lanes. Oh my gosh, they've just destroyed this. Look at this. This is all for Formula One. Okay, so I gotta get in the other lane because all these people want to turn left. Oh, no one's gonna let us over either. Good times. Good times here in traffic. There we go. Someone's just sitting on a horn up here somewhere. I hear you, Tobin. Yeah, it's more trouble than it's worth. It is such a money grab. And the fact that they started at 10 p.m. on a Saturday night to accommodate the folks that'll watch. The only folks that'll probably end up watching it. I know there are some fans of it here in America for sure, but the Saudis and those folks in Dubai, etc., this inside lane is not moving at all. Oh my goodness, look at that. So we waited through all that because those are the lanes to turn into Bellagio. Wow. They have 3 turn lanes, and that light didn't last very long at all anyway. 3 turn lanes to turn into Bellagio. So again, there is Bellagio. Apologies for the raindrops there. And also, please check out Vids from Mike, VidsFromMike. Does sensational sunrise and sunset drone videos right here in Vegas. Really cool stuff. And there's the grandstands right there on, well, they're not lit right now, but those are the grandstands that they're going to have. It is, Shannon, absolutely. It's really unlike any other place on earth, in my humble opinion. Not many places like this. So they have, yeah, there's some traffic is backed up there at the valet for the Bellagio. Let's see, Paris there. Thank you, Tobin. And also, please check out Tobin. Brother Tobin here on YouTube and his channel up in the Pacific Northwest. Sensational. Phenomenal. Terrific videos up there in the Pacific Northwest. Capturing a lot of the beauty, natural beauty up there. Mike does sensational, phenomenal, and terrific videos too. We love watching the Vids from Mike channel. It is horrendous traffic, yes. Well, a lot of this is because of Formula One, and you can see the light track over there. They have the scaffolding up there for the lighting that will illuminate the track. The track runs down the southbound lanes over there for Formula One, right in front of the Bellagio and Caesars. There's the Horseshoe. My goodness, that is bright. And they're doing some sort of Bravo thing with the Vanderpump brand this weekend here. They showed like Andy Cohen and stuff, if you know who that is. Like partying down on the strip. Obi-Wan, yeah, aw, thank you so much for coming in, brother. We appreciate you. I hope to see you later, yes. Twilight, yeah. It's especially nice here when there's no clouds and you can see, you know, the different colors. Actually, you know what? It is nice when there are some clouds because you get some really good, like, reddish and orangish and purplish hues for sunset here. Got someone playing some music over here in their car rather loudly. But yeah, it's going to be fun, interesting to see what happens down on Fremont later this evening. So they have, from what I saw, Alter Ego will be down on the 3rd Street stage, and then next weekend is of course Formula One, but then they also have Neon City Festival, which is Fremont's answer, right, to what's going on here with Formula One. So they have some, I think it's oh my goodness, who is it? Like Good Charlotte, Breaking Benjamin, 303, and some other names from like 20 plus years ago that are coming to perform there on Fremont Street. Link over here on the right. That's the one with the parking garage. It's probably flooded right now. Flamingo here on the right. That has been here since 1946. Long time. Flamingo Wine and Spirits there. Yeah, you don't want to leave too much following distance, unfortunately, in front of you on the strip here, because someone will fly right in front of you and then they slam on the brakes. And, although they do that all over town, but it's just an interesting, in such a Dionysian type of town, right, here in Vegas. Such an amalgamation of so many different folks from all over the planet that come in here, and they all have different driving styles and they've learned to drive differently and stuff, right? And then you put them all here on the same street together and just watch them go at it. It is beautiful. Yeah, I love looking at that one. And it's still reminiscent kind of old Vegas, the way it used to be. Yeah, this is all F1, you guys. There's the Coliseum over there. Celine Dion used to perform there at Caesars. I forget who's there now. Someone has a residency there. Pinky's Vanderpump, Vintage Vegas Vanderpump. I don't know how they figure that's vintage. Yeah, the Strip is unlike anything else, man. It's really something else. Also, I saw some videos this week online on YouTube of some social media influencers, etc., that were getting kicked out of casinos, and they're like, I have a right to be here and I have a right to film, and I just want to put this out there. No, you don't. It's private property. These folks that go into these properties and film, they tell you to stop filming. You got to stop filming. I mean, it's their property, so it's their rules. It's like going into someone's house. You know, you respect the rules of the house. And if they tell you to turn off the video, then you turn it off. But definitely, Tobin, yep, all private property. And it's just funny to see these guys, they're all arguing with them. I'm like, what are you doing? You're wasting your time and their time and everything else, and it's just wild. So yeah, I was mentioning Cliff earlier on Whatnot. It's an app. They you can live stream. He live streams on there, and he live streams collectibles. Like, you sell stuff on there, and he has like sports collectibles and some other stuff on there. It's really, really cool, actually. It's like eBay, but a live streaming version of eBay, if you're familiar with eBay. Unfortunately, I'm way too familiar with eBay. There's a lot of traffic over here on the right. I'm guessing that's going to be for Venetian, but there is the guitar-shaped hotel still taking shape up there on the left. 69 of you here, please like and subscribe. I know, right? You don't mess with the casinos. You end up in a room in the back where they smash your hand with a hammer, right? No, I mean, I've had them tell me all the time down on Fremont, especially at Golden Gate. I don't know, they really don't like it at Golden Gate. And, you know, they're like, turn it off. No video. I'm like, okay. Because it's private property. Yeah, Linda, it's awesome. That's the one thing I do like about this time of year when we do the live drive, because you get to see all the lights here on the Strip. It's really incredible. I mean, it's Disney World for adults. I call it Disney World. I know everyone out here calls it Disneyland. I grew up in Florida, so it was always Disney World for me. Oh, we've got another merge. Yep. Another lane merging up here. They keep it interesting. No, I do not gamble for a living. No. No. I'm not one of those guys. And a lot of those guys that you see, in my humble opinion, I'm just going to throw this out there. Those guys that you see streaming and they're gambling, they're not only gambling, but they're gambling a lot of money. And I think you know who I'm talking about. I'm not talking about like some of the streamers that, you know, will just go out and gamble a little bit at the end of their stream. I'm talking about the guys that go in and throw down a lot of cash. My humble opinion, I think that they're getting that cash from the casino, and it's just a publicity thing for the casino. That's a good point too, Michael. Yeah, not everyone wants to be recorded, and I see that a lot on Fremont too. A lot of people are like, I don't want to be on camera, and especially when they're inebriated. You know, they don't make the right, you know, their rational thought is just completely gone. And so, you know, they see something like that, and it's inadvertent. I mean, you're walking by and they just see your camera and, you know, your phone up, and they think, oh man, you're a jerk and this and that, and then they make a scene, and it's like, you know, I always tell them, you don't want to be filmed? Fine, no problem. I'll point it away from you, please. And when I go into whiskey liquor, same thing. In fact, watch me jinx myself, but to this day, I've never had anyone tell me at whiskey liquor, I don't want you to film me when I'm sitting at the bar there. And if they did, I would tell them, sorry, I'll turn it away from you. I have no problem with that, because I understand. I wouldn't want someone doing that to me if I didn't want it. There's Casino Royale, giving away over $10,000 every day. Yes, exactly, filming like in a bank. Yep, totally agree. So they've got this light turned off because they've got the fences up over there. Again, the race itself will be on the southbound lanes over there on the other side. And that is where the track is, the better, smoother surface than the northbound lanes. And let's see, okay, this is where we have to merge. And so merging is always an adventure. If you've watched videos on this channel, you'll know merging in this town is always an adventure. No one knows how to merge, no one wants to merge, no one wants to let you over. Everyone waits until the last second to merge, all the good stuff. But the thing is, if you let one person in, then everyone else comes in. I'm all about weaving, the guy in front of me lets someone in, then I let someone in, then the person behind me. That's the way it should be on the highway. But it doesn't work out that way. And then you get these guys that'll run up, so now that there's space over here on the left, someone will come flying up here towards the front of the line. Yeah, I'd vote Joseph, it's wild. And like this Suburban, he should be letting people in. Okay, go. Go, Subaru. Zippering, exactly. Yes, I was trying to remember that term. Yes, zippering. You're absolutely right. And welcome in, Vatos, by the way. Thank you for being here. Zippering and diverging diamond. I was on a diverging diamond interchange earlier today at Horizon Drive and US 95/Interstate 11. And those are just kind of freaky, where you go on the wrong, what you feel like is the wrong side of the road at a highway interchange. And they say it's supposed to increase efficiency. Yeah, it's not often they wave, right? And the taxis are just vicious. And I didn't see anything in the paper about any of this. I didn't see anything about, them doing any of this work and reducing lanes on the strip a full week before the Formula One race. There's Treasure Island, where again, they were teasing people with this whole, they're going to bring the pirate show back, and then they didn't. $5 happy hour, it says there on select draft beers at TI. Cirque du Soleil Mystère. And then Resorts World, which has had all sorts of missteps and hiccups and everything else. I'm just going to sit here. Let the others run the red light. This is right here in front of Venetian and Palazzo. And there's the Palazzo, and they're still working on that, whatever it is they're doing, expansion there. Still have the cranes up there. But it's very beautiful, of course, the Venetian. In my humble opinion, you've got the Wynn, Encore, Venetian, and Palazzo. Those are going to be your top 5 stars here in Vegas. Very beautiful. Yeah, Linda, it's incredible. And then, of course, you got the gondolas in there and the gondoliers paddling everyone around. And guys, also, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Please also check out my beautiful wife's channel, Cinnamon and Jupiter. She does awesome astrology and spirituality videos right here on YouTube. Of course, the cabbies block the intersection. Yeah, the cabbies are just, like I said, they're just ruthless. I would not want to Uber down here. In fact, if I did Uber, I would take next weekend off. I wouldn't even bother. With everything just so, thank you, Tobin. Yes, perfect. With everything so jammed up like this, I mean, it's taken what? It's taken a half hour for us to get up here. And there's a Hummer stretch. Limo. So, also I wanted to point out, because of the whole, the whole gambling thing, because I mentioned that last week as well. She's doing well, Michael, thank you for asking. Yeah, she's doing well. She's home with our boys. She actually was putting up the Christmas tree tonight because, you know, Thanksgiving weekend and all that tends to be really busy, and that's typically the time that a lot of people likes to put them up. And we're like, no, let's just do it now. So she's doing that, and plus, you know, with it, the temperature dropping a little bit, it says 61 out there right now. It feels a little bit wintry. Let me get over here. Oh, nope, we gotta have to get back over. So this is, yeah, okay, so they turn down Sands up here. The Formula One racers do. Photos with Santa being advertised there at Fashion Show Mall. So the gambling thing, right? So I just read that the NBA is asking for all sorts of records from the Los Angeles Lakers. From player phones. They want text records and everything else. Something big. And then I also mentioned this to Vids from Mike earlier this week too. The Cleveland Indians, or I'm sorry, no, they're the Cleveland Guardians now, right? Dude, what are you doing? Oh, okay. There we go. 2 of their pitchers have been caught gambling. So yeah, they it's just so. And look at the southbound lanes over there, you guys. As we pass by Wynn and Encore over here off to the right. And the Wynn Plaza shops. Beautiful properties. I know, Joseph, that's what I think everyone's hoping that. Everyone outside of LA, at least. LA and Cleveland. Because, of course, everyone in Cleveland still loves him. But, yeah. Everyone is hoping that they can tie him to it. And, of course, it was because of Damon Jones, which was his, essentially, a private hire for LeBron. A shooting coach, I think is what they called him, or something. Not that one of the world's greatest players ever needs a shooting coach, right? But I'm a Jordan fan through and through. I mean, I that whole discussion between Jordan and LeBron, it's Jordan for me, hands down. Guy also has 6 championships to his name too, so he is the Tom Brady. Speaking of Tom Brady, someone broke into his. He has, I guess, a collectibles shop here. I think it was it here? And broke in and stole a whole bunch of stuff. These things that go on here in town. I think it was here. But yeah, so the gambling thing seems to be growing. Yeah, I mean, so many people, there's so many reasons, countless reasons that people don't like LeBron. The latest, and I can't say the latest because he does it every year, is the flopping. He will flop for fouls, like, unbelievably. Like, it's the best acting job outside of Hollywood. Yes, Poe, absolutely. I totally agree. Yep, Jordan, through and through, number 23. I mean, he just had a way of coming in and taking over a game that I just haven't seen since. A sellout, yeah. I mean, in a lot of ways, yeah. My team is the Heat, and of course he left them back in 2014, 14. He had the 4-year contract. Oh, there goes my windshield wiper. I've used it so much today. It's falling apart. Oh my goodness. Shannon, your super chat will go to good use. We'll get some windshield wipers. Oh my goodness. That's wild. So perhaps we've been sitting in traffic so long that the rain has caught up to us. Again, it's moving from south to north. Yeah, if you live here in Vegas, you never use your wipers, and then when you do, it's like this. They're all dried up and cracked and everything else. The summertime especially does a number on them. Yes, definitely, Shannon. What's in the oven? Welcome. Thank you for being here. The convention center's over here off to the, well, convention center over here off to the right, but we have a whole bunch of different halls and stuff for them. Fontainebleau right there on the right, and then Circus juxtaposed on the other side of the strip here from Fontainebleau. And then there's the Strat, which again is now owned by Vici. And if you don't know Vici Properties, VICI, they also own a lot of the strip. And I mean a lot of the strip. They own the MGM properties, they own the Caesars properties, and now they own the Strat. In a lease buyback deal. Peace and profits. Thank you, Phil. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry about the windshield wipers, you guys. I know it's loud. It is, I was doing driving videos like this earlier with the wipers on like this, and it was pretty loud, but again, apologies. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm really grateful that all of you are here with me, cruising on this Saturday night. We'll head up here to Fremont. I don't think they'll have the street performers out tonight. So probably no Club Clyde. But again, we'll be filming whatever's going on there at the First Street stage. And Main Street stage, which is a block away, is supposed to have a simulcast of whatever's going on First Street stage. Because it says, on the website, it says concert broadcast. And then Fremont Street Experience also announced on, I think it was Wednesday, the schedule, or whatever they're doing for New Year's Eve. And again, apologies for the wipers. It was a nice little break while it lasted from the rain. And let's get Mr. Range Rover here. There's the Sahara Hotel and Casino right there on the right. Oh, thank you so much, Shannon. You're so awesome. Thank you. My goodness. Yeah, I definitely need to get some wipers. I stopped into 2 AutoZones earlier, and they said they didn't carry them. And then I even went to the dealership, because I know some of them have Saturday hours and they do like oil changes and stuff. Little stuff, and I'm like, well, wipers is the whole thing. Maybe we can. Nope, they closed it too, so I totally missed it. Thank you so much, Shannon. You're awesome. We love you. Thank you for the super chat. Huge shout out to Shannon. Thank you. So the lineup that they're having at, first of all, it's $60, 60, to get into Fremont Street for New Year's Eve. And they're having Robin Thicke, whom you might remember also performed on Fremont Street earlier this year. Definitely flowers to the mods, yes. Best mods on YouTube, hands down. Yeah, a lot of these folks have been probably been sitting indoors today, waiting for the rain to abate. I know, Mark. Yeah, that's the other part, especially at the dealership. going in there, and I was desperate at that point. I'm like, I just want wipers. I'm like, whatever you guys want to charge. But they were closed. They closed at 2. The service department did on a Saturday. Yeah, the weather does a number on our wipers in this town. It's like something that you never realize how much you need it until you need it, right? Another wedding chapel over here, and then this is the City of Las Vegas arches right here that they constructed for the low price of $26 million. Yeah, so Robin Thicke, they've got Chingy, one of I know Tobin's all-time favorites. Chingy will be there. He sings that was it 2004 song, was it? Right There instead of right there. He says right there. I'm gonna go straight tonight and just head down to Fremont, and we'll do Main Street probably next weekend as part of our avoidance of the Formula One track next weekend. I know, 26 million. Yep, they are. Right, Oz? I like it. And we never see that here. And there are the 2 50-foot tall showgirls over there demarcating the entrance to downtown, or at least the Arts District en route to downtown. So yeah, Chingy, Robin Thicke, and Common Kings, who I guess they're a big thing in Southern California, but I'm not familiar with their work. And then a reggae singer named Sammy Johnson. I've never heard of him either. But I'll see if I can just hang out up there at Whiskey Liquor and avoid having to pay that. I don't know how they're gonna do it, because you can walk in there and avoid Fremont. I may do it that way. Just hang out up there all night. Yes, thank you, Shannon. Please hit that like and subscribe, you guys. We do all things Vegas here on the VegasDon channel. Peppermint Hippo over there, Gentleman's Club. Boston Pizza. Hello, number 2. That's the only. I'm sorry, I can't read your name. Chingy, yes, that one. Yep. And so it's for $60 last year. It was whoa. Uh-oh, he's pulling him over. Was there anyone in front of him? Or did he brake check the cop? No way he brake checked the cop. Is he running? Well, I guess I'm glad we didn't go down the Arts District. All right, he's pulling up next to the vehicle he turned his lights on. I think this is the one, but he doesn't have his window down. Interesting. It's a Tahoe, a newer Tahoe. Missy Me, welcome in. Thank you for being here. We love Missy Me as well. Another local here, and a fan favorite. I'm a fan favorite of Missy. Missy is a awesome mod for a lot of different channels. Does terrific work. She's a mod for JoJo as well. Late Nights with JoJo the Squirrel. So we're here at the light at Charleston. I don't know why the cop turned his lights on. Unless he was just telling the guy to move along or something. I don't know. Oh, come on, Tobin. You listen to him all the time. Yeah, that's the only song I know by him too, by the way. Right There. I like the way you do that right there. So this, again, Charleston's another major east-west artery here throughout the Las Vegas Valley. the center, it says over here. Bliss Wedding Chapel. So now approaching downtown Las Vegas. And this is gas here. At least Metro got through the light, that's good. And also please follow me on Instagram, VegasDon4747. We do a lot of Vegas related content that's not here on YouTube, over on Instagram. I'm new to the whole Instagram thing. I gun it. Oh shoot, I shouldn't have said that word. As in floor it, floor the gas, not anything else. All right, we're gonna pull in here. This is the world famous Pawn Stars location. Always like to pull in here and show you guys this, especially if there's any newer viewers who may not have seen it. The clouds look broken and choppy out there now. And they're not blanketing the city like they were most of the day today. But there is the world famous, now world famous, Chris Law. Welcome in. Thank you, brother. Oh, Chris Law gifted membership. Thank you so much, Chris. Wow. You're awesome. Thank you so much. There it is, Pawn Stars. I had the opportunity to, the privilege to meet brother Chris Law there in Carson City back almost 2 months ago now. Wow, time flies. Chris, you're awesome. Thank you so much. You and Shannon, thank you so much for the support. Love you guys. And there is Pawn Plaza, Rick Harrison's brainchild right there. Started in 2015, opened in 2015. There's actually some business here. People are seated there and eating at the Flavor Street Cafe. But Rick's Bar is there on the second floor. And Rick's Barbecue restaurant is on the first floor. And sometimes Rick will be here on a Friday night and he will tend bar right there at his bar that overlooks Las Vegas Boulevard here in downtown. It's really cramped and crowded in there. That's my experience. Yin is here. Welcome in, brother. It's really cramped and everything is overpriced. I mean, it is just a tourist trap. Massive tourist trap. But if you're a fan of the show, I mean, it's worth the walkthrough just to see if you recognize anything. I know when I went there, the last time I was there was probably like 2014, something like that. And there it is right back in there. I think it was 2014, right before they opened Pawn Plaza. And they had this cannon, like this old World War II cannon or something, that they had on featured on one of the shows. And I saw it there. I was like, oh, this is awesome. I need to take a picture here. And I did. I got a picture with the cannon. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Such a great community here on this channel. I love you guys. And Tobin and Tony both, the other night on Tony Down Under stream. Check out Tony Down Under there on the, is that the West Coast? West Coast of Australia, right? Oh no, correction, I think it's the East side. Only the East side of Australia, probably not like the East side of Las Vegas. So here we are approaching downtown Las Vegas, Fremont Street and the Fremont Street Experience. It's about 6:45 here, Pacific, on a Saturday night, on a rain-soaked Saturday night. We'll see how that affects the crowds down here for the salute to service honoring veterans that they're conducting here this evening. Carson Avenue, and this is Fremont Street right up here, the west end of the Fremont Street Experience. Correction, the east end is right here, off to the left. And yeah, the crowd's looking pretty thin right now, to be expected, considering the conditions. Metro unit next to me there. Definitely going to be wet, yeah. Gold Spike Casino Hotel over here on the left. And there's that 7-Eleven up there. Oh, I'm turning on Ogden. I wanted to turn on Stewart. That's all right. 85 of you here. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe. Oasis Hotel. Midnight at the Oasis. And again, we do everything Vegas here. Not just the glitz and glam of Las Vegas Strip and Fremont Street, but everything Las Vegas. Oh my goodness, thank you so much, Amanda. I love you. Thank you guys so very, very much. That is incredible. Wow. I am so blessed. Thank you guys. Amanda, Shannon, Chris Law, you guys are awesome. Thank you so very much. Wow. You guys are phenomenal. Yeah, when I slowed down there in front of the Fremont Street Experience, I actually had a cop behind me, and that was that Metro cop that I mentioned off to the side. He pulled up next to me on my right, and he rolled his window down and had his hands up like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, oh shoot, because I slowed down, you know, to show the Fremont Street Experience there. I was like, oh man, I'm getting pulled over. But he kept going. There's the Mob Museum right there on the right. So he gave me a freebie there, because he could have nailed me there. Whoops. Parking, yes. So tonight, it's interesting with tonight being the salute to service. I'm guessing it's probably going to be 20 to 25 at each of the casinos without validation. And on special events like this, they do not validate, by the way. It's one of the caveats, the asterisks there on their signs, right? Free parking with validation. Not if there's a special event. And there's a special event almost every weekend. So it's hard to know when there is and is not a special event. But this is the Main Street Station Hotel Casino right here in front of us. This is owned by Boyd Gaming, which also owns, and oh, by the way, is in the process of demolishing, tearing down the East Side Cannery. I was over there earlier today and got a picture, or a video of them starting the takedown process with the removal of the windows. They're busy taking the windows out like they did with the Tropicana, so that they can have the demolition come in. I'm not sure if they're going to do like a movie type of thing. They, you know, blow up a building in a movie, kind of like they did with the Landmark back in the 90s here. That was in Mars Attacks. Renee, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Renee, huge shout out to Renee. The airplane mode thing, spot on. Seems to be working well. Even down there on the strip, no one mentioned it. I was waiting to see if anyone was going to mention it. We were stuck there at, like, around Harmon, which is where it usually... No problem, Michael. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Amanda. Salute to service. We will be live streaming that starting at about 8. So in about an hour, we'll cruise down Fremont here first. Yeah, Main Street State, right back here behind us. It is said to be the only casino in downtown, Main Street Station is, with a buffet. The rest of them have discarded their buffets. Let me make sure I don't have a cop behind me this time. There's the Pink Box Donuts right there. Very popular local spot as well. Yeah, the crowds, folks are starting to emerge, it looks like. Head out from their shelters all day. And this is Carson. Make a left here onto Carson. And the Golden Nugget. We'll come down here and see how much they're charging for parking tonight. It's always a shell game, right? You never know. Always a shell game. Yeah, they're going to demolish it and they're going to build houses. They've said that there's a developer that wants to put up a whole bunch of houses in place of the East Side Cannery. So, pink box, I know, right, Shannon? There it is, $50 US to park here at the Golden Nugget, Friday to Saturday. Or correction, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. $50, 0 to 24 hours. So any part of that hour or 24-hour period is $50. I know, Shan, it's crazy. Absolutely nuts. In the meantime, some of the strip casinos are starting to offer free parking for a limited time and, like, you know, certain windows to locals, which is a welcome sight for sure. More of them need to adopt it. Oops. Vegas Vibes. It says, oh, I think it's a gentleman's club shuttle or something. And he's honking as he approaches the Golden Nugget there. So he must be looking to ferry some folks between here and there. It's funny too, you hear those the promoters, those gentlemen's club promoters, they always say, beautiful dog about to cross right in front of us. Those promoters, they always say free rides to those clubs, but they never say how you're going to get back. Is it a free ride back? Matthew, welcome in, and welcome to all of you. Please, I'm so sorry that I've not been able to read all of your messages, but thank you all so very, very much for being here. I am thrilled that all of you are cruising with me on this Saturday night, now in downtown Las Vegas and Fremont Street. I'm gonna come down Casino Center Boulevard here, 6:51, so the light show is at the top of the hour. We should be able to make it through here before the barricades get erected. And they close off the vehicular traffic here during the top of the hour for the light show slash music videos. And here at 7 p.m. it's Stone Temple Pilots that they play. A collection of like 3 or 4 Stone Temple Pilot songs. I think it's 3. And this is the east side of the Golden Nugget here. And the line of taxis. So, okay, look at that. Right in front of a no parking sign. All the taxis sitting there. No parking commercial vehicles. Well, that certainly qualifies as a commercial vehicle. That's wild. And here we are at Casino Center and the Fremont Street Experience. Waiting for the folks to cross over. That is the 4-block long LED screen, the world's 3rd largest LED screen. The top 3 are all here in Vegas. First is the Sphere, and the second one is on the side of Resorts World, if you can believe that. The one on the side of Resorts World is actually larger than what's overhead here at Fremont Street. And again, please like and subscribe, you guys. Love having you here. In a lot of ways, it's very reminiscent of old Vegas, with still all the twinkling lights and stuff. I'm sure they're all LED bulbs now, but they still have the appearance of the individual bulbs. I'm back here to Ogden, and we'll make a right. Oh, there's a Chrysler 300 limo. And there we go. That's a long one. Oh, thank you, Jackie. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I just looked up at it. Thank you so much. Yeah, after that cop got next to me, they're over there a minute ago, I'm like, okay, I need to focus more on driving. But thank you so much. Pierre, welcome in. Huge shout out to our Canadian friends. Thank you guys so very, very much, especially Amanda. Thank you, Amanda. I ran into some guys, was that on Monday night, I think? I don't know, or Saturday night, I forget when. And they wanted to be on the stream, so I'm like, okay, sure. And they were like, yeah, we're here from Canada, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, Canada? We were told that you guys are boycotting us and not coming at all. He's like, no, some of the cool ones are still coming. I thought that was funny. But that's the word here, is that the Canadians are not coming to Vegas. And in fact, the flight numbers for WestJet and Air Canada reflect that heavily. Huge drops in passenger volume on both of those airlines. WestJet is a predominantly Canadian carrier. So this man on a horse right here, this is the neon sign that used to be out in front of the Hacienda, where the Mandalay Bay now stands. And this is the Fremont East District, which turns into a very interesting place after midnight. If you've ever watched any of the local live streamers here after midnight, you're probably familiar with what I'm saying. And here are some of the bars on the north side of Fremont Street East. And usually they have cops lined up down here. Something's going on here though. At Backstage Bar and Billiards, there's a huge line to get in there. Usually don't see that. I don't know what's going on there. Classic sign, yes. Right on. And so this is Container Park right here with the praying mantis that is, his antenna are not lit. I wonder if he's broken. I hope not. No comment. I understand. Well, you're missed. Just know that you're missed. And not just by the big corporate casinos either. I love meeting you guys. I love meeting everyone from all over the world. I remember back when the internet first started and stuff, and they all said, the world just got so much smaller. I think the world is even smaller now than it was back when Windows 95 first emerged. Oh, that's a good point, Chris. Yes, I didn't even think of that. You're absolutely right. They can't do it right now. There's Atomic Liquors right there, where again, people used to hang out and watch the atomic activities about 70 to 80 miles northwest of Las Vegas. They had a rooftop up there and folks would... Oh, and I just passed the big rig jig. Whoops. There's a car right behind me. This is Maryland Parkway here, a major north-south artery here on the east side of town. Father, welcome in. Please no politics. I'm so thrilled that you're here, but please just steer away from politics and religion. But we love having you here. And this is 13th Street, which is actually the northbound lanes for Maryland Parkway here through this section of downtown. Again, this area in here, you probably don't want to stay here. Siegel Suites over here, flexible stay apartments. That's your daily, monthly, weekly. And they call it a suite, but it's, they look just like regular motel rooms. Plus it's an exterior facing hallway, so that's usually very indicative of the type of neighborhood it's in. I did not know that. Is that right, Michael? Really? Desert Moon Motel over there on the left. Netflix and chill. And so being here downtown, we're into the numbered streets. as we approach Bruce Street right up here. And also, again, welcome to you. Please like and subscribe. We do all things Vegas here. 100 of you. We hit triple digits. Thank you guys so very, very much. Please like and subscribe. And shout out to my silent watchers. If you're silently watching, welcome. Cinnamon and I often watch silently too, just because we want to like veg out and stare at the screen. But we love supporting those of us that especially support us. Tobin, Tony, Mike, you guys are awesome with your channels. So Tobin, if you wouldn't mind, please drop your links again for Tobin, Tony, and Mike. Yes, right on, Shannon. Thank you. We'll go up here to Fremont. Or we're on Fremont, up to Charleston. $3.89 a gallon at that Chevron there. We are headed down here towards Charleston, and we'll turn back around and head back up towards Fremont Street Experience. And then I will discontinue the live at that point, but I will resume it shortly afterwards. Make sure I have my speed reduced sufficiently enough here. Okay. Oh, we pulled over a Grand Am. They don't make those anymore. But I wanted to come up here again because I wanted to point this out. Thank you, Tobin. Right on. Yeah, I wanted to point this out real quick. Over there on the right, you have the Pepe's Tacos, which is said to be the best taco in Las Vegas. But just beyond Pepe's Tacos, as when the light turns green and we pass by the intersection, is US Motel. US Motel was shut down. They had their license taken away by the city because they had all sorts of extracurricular activities going on in there. The world's oldest profession, street therapists, you know, that sort of thing, in addition to some other illicit activities. And the city said that they did nothing, the ownership did nothing to try and quell what was going on there. And so it got closed. And it's wedged in between this Pepe's Tacos and a Motel 6. So my guess is whatever was going on there at the US Motel will probably migrate its way over to Motel 6. But again, they took the license away from this US Motel. It's behind a chain link fence now. Yeah, Mark. Missy Me, thank you so much for being here. Chris, thank you, brother. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for the memberships, the gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Love you, brother. US Motel right there on the right. And it's all dark now, of course, and that's that Motel 6. And we'll turn around and head back up Fremont towards the Fremont Street Experience. And I think there's a Lowe's up here. Yeah, I think it's what we encountered last week too. And this Lowe's over here, tons and tons and tons of calls for service, you guys. I don't know how they're in business at this location. Showboat Park up there right on the right. For anyone that used to be here with the Showboat Casino. Showboat Casino's long gone. It has become the Showboat Park Apartments. They have a storage unit place in there. They have a little bar, like a station casino type of bar. It's called Wildfire, I believe. And they also have a health district building in there. Excellent. Thank you so much, Amanda. Thank you so much for your super chat. We love you. Thank you so much. All of our awesome viewers, thank you. I cannot thank you enough. All of you. Shannon, Chris, Amanda, thank you, thank you, thank you. Really means a lot to us. This light will change here in just a moment. I'm not sure why there's no one here. They're just... How is this, the signal, by the way? Has it been buffering at all? Where's the desert? So the desert is outside of town. It's funny, this is like a big beacon of light in the middle of the desert, but once you get outside of town, there's nothing. Absolute nothingness. Phoenix is 300 miles away. LA is close to 300 miles away, depending upon where you want to go down in LA. San Diego, a little bit beyond that. Other than that, yeah, it's just we are surrounded by desert. Thank you, Amanda. Yeah, so there it is, the Motel 6, U.S. motel. Excellent, thank you, Joyce. I appreciate you. Awesome. And there's the Motel 6. I wonder how long how long have people been doing this with their streams? I always thought it was just T-Mobile with the airplane mode thing, right? No one ever told me. Oh well, at least we know now. That's good. And you guys know, because Tobin live streams too, as does Tony. So there's a metro unit up here behind the, oh, he made a lane change there. Okay, this is Eastern Avenue we're now crossing. Well, there's a lot of metro units over here. They have a car pulled over there at the Chevron as well. Desert Hills Motel. Yeah, there's not as much traffic as is usual for a Saturday night down here. I totally understand, Madison. I'm going to try it again when I go live again at the top of the hour at 8 p.m. I'll try and put it in horizontal again. Hopefully it's not grayed out for me like it was at the beginning of this stream. But I know what you mean, Madison. I love watching it in full screen. We watch it on TV. We don't watch it on the phone, so I totally empathize. It's always good to see it in full screen. You're paying for that full screen, right? You want to be able to utilize all that real estate on your screen. Michael. So back here to Bruce Street, and again, this area, not one that you want to be walking in, day or night, really, but especially night. Next, I have a little used car lot over here. On the right, the used car lots are always, I always kind of chuckle to myself because you see the used car lots a lot of times. I'm sitting at a traffic light and I'm just looking over at the used car lot, and you'll see someone come out and someone wants to take a look at a car, the inside and all that, maybe test drive it, and someone that works there has to pull out the jump starter because the battery's dead. It's like, how long have you had this car sitting here for, guys? Or a lot of times they don't even bother. They don't put a lot of money into them either. I mean, if they need repairs or something. Are you crossing the street, Betty? If they need repairs or something, they'll do the bare minimum. I know this because when I was in Florida, when I was going to college, I actually worked in an auto repair shop as a service writer for this awesome dude. He was from Trinidad. That's why I like Clyde so much, because Trinidadian people are terrific. Terrific culture. And yeah, we used to do business for little used car lots, and they would not want to spend any money to fix anything. There's the Rambler right there. He's got the top up, of course, on this rainy Saturday. Oh, there's someone parked right there in front of the big rig jig. Let me see if I can sneak in front of him. A Mazda. I didn't even know Mazda was still making cars. There it is, the big rig jig, you guys. Here in front of Ferguson's Motel. Little artwork there. In front of Ferguson's. There is gas, oil. Yes. I mean, we haven't had issues with supply. Oh, full. Yes. I always, before every live stream, I always fill it because I want to make sure that I don't have any issues. Especially like tonight, when you never know where you're going to end up sitting in traffic on the strip. I was down to a quarter of a tank, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, let's fill it. I always try to fill it, though, yeah. Right before the live streams. I had a friend in high school, and he would always, anytime the car got to half a tank, he'd go fill it up. He was so afraid of running out of gas. I am, Christopher, yes, right now. There's the pink slipper right there. Sal, brother Sal from Cali Plains and Cali Drives, says don't pass the slipper right there. You don't want to go past that. There's Container Park. Not looking very busy. The trucks, yes. That's right, Joyce. The Big Rig Jig. Over here on the right is El Cortez, which again just celebrated its birthday. 84th birthday, I believe. You go ahead. I always let them go, especially, I mean, even if they're not in a crosswalk, I let them go, because you never know who's, again, inebriated and not making prudent decisions. And I don't want them stepping out right in front at the last second. Because I've actually seen that happen quite a few times. Glad to see the rain is held off. Did not want my wipers going during the live stream. But we'll make this left here onto Ogden. Guys, thank you so very, very much. We love you. Shannon, Amanda, I know you're gone now, Shannon, or Amanda rather. But Shannon, Chris, and I know Chris is gone too. Thank you so very, very much for your super chats. Love you so much. All of you. Shout out to my mods. Thank you guys for holding it down for me. It really, really helps. You have no idea. Especially when driving. Because I can't, you know, look at every chat and everything. And on Fremont, same thing. I can't, you know, especially when I'm walking and all that, I can't really pay attention to the chat. But all of you, thank you so very, very much. We're going to be live again in a matter of minutes. I'm going to go ahead and park, and that's usually what takes the longest. And then I'll be live on Fremont Street, and we'll go to Whiskey Liquor and take in the Salute to Service for Veterans Day, Veterans Month here in the U.S. Thank you so much, Shannon. Thank you, all of you. And as always, remember here on the VegasDon channel, it is the journey where what happens in Vegas stays right here on the VegasDon channel on YouTube. We'll see you hopefully in a little bit, you guys.